Today in the Toyverse, we dive back into the world of the DC Multiverse, and courtesy of McFarlane Toys, we are looking at the Superman Black Suit variant and the Flash based on their animated universe appearances throughout the Timverse, if you will. So we're going to be covering both figures today. Get some popcorn, relax. It's going to be a hot minute. Let's go ahead and break down Articulation, and then we'll just ride along from there. Starting with the Flash, we have movement at the head. His head's quite stiff, but it will rotate. It will look up slightly. It'll look down slightly, and you will get some side-to-side movement out of it. Now, in terms of the arms, they go up that far. They go down, around, in, and out like so. And then in terms of the bicep, we have a cut right there that works pretty good. Single bend at the elbow, which will make people angry because that's what people want. And then a ball peg with hinge action at the wrist. Now, in terms of the upper body, we get rotation like so. Side to side, goes forward that much, goes back a lot more, as you can see. And then it rotates like so. Lower body, waist does the same thing, goes down quite a bit, goes back tremendously well. And then in terms of the legs, they do the splits, they kick forwards, they go back, a little bit of thigh rotation right there, double bend at the knee once you get it moving, and then a ball peg at the foot with up and down, rocking action, rotation, and a toe hinge. Now, in terms of Superman, a rotation left and right, up that much, down that much, and side to side. In terms of the upper body, he's a lot more stiff than Flash, unfortunately. You get side to side, barely any forwards, barely any backwards. The lower waist does have rotation and side to side action and allows the figure to move a little bit more for flying. Now, in terms of the arms, they go up that much. They go down, they spin around, go in and out like we've seen previously, and then we have rotation at the bicep, single bend at the elbow, and a wrist peg with rotation and hinge action. Now, in terms of the lower body, does the splits, kicks forwards, goes backwards, thigh rotation, as you see, a double bend at the knee. You got to get the cape out of the way, but it will work. And then a ball peg at the foot that goes up and down, rotates, and rocks. And then a toe hinge to cap things off. So let's talk about our size roundup here. Here they are all together so far, all our Timverse figures from McFarlane Toys. And I think these two are nice additions. It would be nice to get some more of the team, but they're slowly rolling them out. Let's hope sales continues so we can have a full team. And in case you were wondering, yes, it is. It's a repaint of the blue version, which is to be expected. This is a figure that I'm guessing people are going to be on the fence about. I dig the black suit. I like it in this style, so I'm on board with it. And real quick, here's a size comparison with various action figures compared to the black suit Superman. As you can see, he stands pretty good in that 7-inch scale. And then, of course, here's the Flash. He's a little smaller than Superman, actually quite a bit. And as you can see, that's how he stacks up with various figure lines. So that's going to do it for the size roundup. Let's go ahead and look at the aesthetic. Now, with Superman, it's a lot simpler. Once again, this is just a repaint of the blue and red version that we've already gotten. Everything still looks good. The colors on him are quite nice. The head looks pretty good. I can't really tell of any changes. I take that back. The hair's not as shiny on this one as it was on the regular release. Chest logo looks very good in that silver paint with the black backdrop behind it, looking very nice. The cape looks very good with the silver tone to it. I definitely dig it, and it's sculpted in a certain way for those who are curious what that looks like. Here it is with some nice folds and creases that sweeps out into that one direction. And of course, we have the lower body. It's a reuse, just painted black. And the boots are different on this one compared to the regular release, but otherwise everything else is the same. So not too shabby for the Man of Steel. And just real quick so you can see what the arms look like, it's a basic arm that's done in this animation style. So yeah, wasted your time and mine. Now, in terms of the Flash, Flash has got some interesting things going on here. I dig the head sculpt. It looks fairly accurate to what we've seen previously. I don't know if the ear lightning bolts are on point with the animation. I didn't stop and look, but they're sculpted really nice and molded in some nice yellow plastic. And it definitely fills out the character. Now, in terms of his, underwear facing outwards and his upper body, all that looks good. You got the lightning bolt there with some white and some yellow, and then you got the lightning designs throughout the body. Not too crazy, not too wacky. Everything's cool and crisp on mine. I had no paint issues or anything like that, so everything looking cool. He kind of looks like he's got like fat hands, but once again, that's the style they went with. And then here's his back, and then here's his underwear with that section cut out. And it looks like it's kind of strange, but once again, I'm not 100% sure on the design. And then of course we got the yellow boots down there to really make him stand out as a classic animated Flash. And in terms of accessories, let's kick it off with the Flash. We got a card, we got a base, we got some hands, and a lightning speed force effect. Looking at the card, it's got some beautiful artwork on it, done by the McFarlane photographer. Looking very nice. And then if we take that around to the back, there's a bio for those interested on what's up with the Flash. All that's done very well. And then of course we got a DC base. Once again, important to keep him standing as he has a hard time doing so. And then of course we have one speed force effect. I wish they would have included one more, but beggars can't be choosers. And then you just plug it in like so, and voila, he's the fastest man alive. And then of course we got two hands here, one open and one gripping, so he could eat something and run even faster. So that's also very cool and unique, and nice that they included that. As for Superman, he's a little bit lighter, but he's still got some stuff going on with him, as you can see, between the card, the base, a steel beam, and an extra hand. So, looking at the card, some beautiful artwork once again from the McFarlane team. They did tremendous with that. I'm actually kind of envious myself, but looking pretty good. And then on the back, you got some nice bio work like so on this version of Superman. Read it if you choose. And then, of course, we got another base here. Once again, that's going to be important for keeping him standing. Wish he would have came with a flight stand. And then we have this destructive beam that's bent up. Same as the regular release. I mean, it would have been cool to have something different, but I'm not going to complain too bad. I mean, how could I? And then, of course, they have a extra hand here. This one doesn't have two fists like the other version, so that's kind of strange, but it is what it is, I guess. So there is that. Overall, this is a little tougher one because I know not everybody's on board with these designs. I like them. As you saw in the review, I've bought all the other ones, so it's hard for me to complain. I had these on pre-order too before McFarlane sent them out. So, I mean, I dig them. I like them. Once again, I know they're not for everyone, and that's okay too. You don't have to buy everything, folks. But if you do plan on picking these up, let me know what you think. Are you excited for them? Are you kind of, Where do you stand on these Toyverse inspired figures from McFarlane Toys? But with that being said, head over to comiccrusaders.com for more fun action. Like, share, subscribe, share your thoughts. I'm curious to see what you think. And until we meet again, everyone, great googly moogly.